about a story how I fell right into this trap. It all began with a book many of you may know. Taming Tigers. Do things you never thought you could. The book talks a lot about fear, inner resistance, and excuses we invent to stay comfortable. And one idea really hit me. If you want to achieve your goal, tell other people about it, make it public, create social responsibility. Because let's be honest, none of us want to look like losers in front of our friends. At that time, I had several goals I kept postponing. And one of them was a big one, to run a half marathon distance, 21 kilometers. I had been running regularly to stay fit and build endurance. And my maximum distance at that time was 21 kilometers. But something was missing, that spark, that pressure, that push. The next day, inspired by that book, I googled upcoming marathons, and I saw it. Kyiv Unbroken Marathon, 1 month away. Without overthinking, actually without thinking at all, I paid for the participation. Boom! Commitment made, money invested, pride activated. Step number 2. I called my parents, friends, relatives. Guys, in a month I'm running a half marathon. Everyone supported me, except my dad. My dad, who spent his whole life in sports, said, "Son, people train for this for months or even years. 1 month isn't enough." And I said, "Dad, relax. AI made me a plan." My super plan actually started well. First training, great. Second, great. The third one was new for me, interval running. 1 kilometer run slow, another kilometer run fast. Repeat. And on the final sprint, I imagined I was in the first place, about to break the finish ribbon as the champion. I gave everything I had, maximum acceleration. I felt unstoppable, heroic, invincible. And then, on the way jogging home, I felt a strange discomfort in my right foot, then pain. But I thought, intense training, it will pass. Spoiler, it didn't pass. The next training, I started running again. The pain was worse, but I thought, if running caused this, running will heal it. So I kept running through the pain until at around 5th kilometer, I was literally running like a wounded deer shot in the leg trying to escape a hunter. I told my coach, ChatGPT, the symptoms, and the diagnosis sounded scary. Plantar fasciitis. In normal human language, the tissue under your foot is inflamed, and every step feels like stepping on a knife. If you rest, it may heal in a week, but if you keep running through the pain, it can become chronic for half a year. And guess what I did? Exactly, I ran through the pain. I thought, great, I paid money, I told everyone I will do it, and now I can even run a few meters without limping. Hope started fading, optimism started cracking. Ego started crying. So I decided to rest. I put some ointment on my foot, did some recovery exercises, still hoping the pain would somehow go away. 3 days passed. I decided to try running again. Sharp pain immediately. I turned around and despair walked home. Another 3 days. Same story. At this point, I lost almost all hope. I thought, that's it. This is that chronic thing. My goal is over. 1 week before the marathon, I decided to test it again. And surprisingly, the pain was gone. It was more discomfort rather than pain. I managed to jog 10 kilometers slowly. Hope returned. Very fragile, but hope. The marathon day finally came. It took place on Trukhanov Island. Thousands of people. Parents running with kids in strollers. Athletes with disabilities. Grandparents running like legends. It was beautiful, emotional, inspirational. The starting gun fired. Bam! My adrenaline went crazy. The first half of the race was amazing. Along the road there were orchestras playing. People cheering like, come on, you've got this! And even a DJ in the middle making runners dance mid-run. But the second half was not that joyful. It was honestly very difficult, especially without the proper preparation. And then kilometer 16. Not the right foot, no, this time. The left knee. Pain, sharp, unpredictable. And for one terrifying moment I thought, I'm not going to finish. But then I remember what I told my parents, what I told my friends, what I told myself. And I said, even if I have to crawl, I will finish. The pain stayed, but so did I. And step by step, I crossed the finish line. Not the first one, not the fastest one, but the one who refused to quit. And that changed something in me. This story taught me 2 things. First, social responsibility really works. When you tell people about your goals, you will push yourself harder than ever. But blind optimism is dangerous. A strong goal can push you forward, but only wisdom can protect you. So if there is one message I want you to take away today, it's this. Set big goals, share them with others. Just don't let blind optimism turn them into pain. Thank you.